Honeybees are a hugely important part of our ecosystem. Without them, 1/3 of the food that we eat would not exist. Dubbed as colony collapse disorder, the European honeybee was observed to be dying in North America and Europe at an alarming rate, starting in 2006. There are many reasons why these colonies continue to collapse. One of these reasons is the infestation of hives by the varroa mite. After the queen bee lays an egg inside the cell of a hive, the egg develops into a larva. When the larva is ready to pupate, a female varroa mite crawls off of an adult bee and enters the cell containing either a male drone larva or a female worker larva. Male bees, called drones, are larger than female worker bees, so the mites prefer to invade the drone cells and feed on them. The mite's feeding weakens the bee's immune system and circulates bee viruses, which in turn shortens the bee's lifespan as an adult. After the cell is capped with wax by the worker bees, the bee egg begins its metamorphosis. First into a larva, then into a pupa, while all of this is going on, the female mite is also laying its own eggs that develop alongside the bee. These new mites mature and begin to feed on the developing bee. The mites also start to breed among themselves. And because they can reproduce, the fertilized female varroa mites attach themselves to the mature drone as it finally exits the cell. Now on board the bee, the mites are ready to begin the invasive process all over again. So what can we do to combat this disastrous cycle? Eltopia has developed a revolutionary, biodegradable, corn-based honeycomb foundation embedded with a specialized circuit board. How does it work? When the cell containing both the drone larva and the hiding mite is capped over with wax, the circuits within the board detect that the temperature has equalized within the cell. This equalization tells the circuits to elevate the temperature of the cell just enough to sterilize the female varroa mites, but not harm the developing bee. The reproductive cycle of the mite is therefore disrupted, making the mite unable to produce fertile offspring. The varroa mite population is ultimately wiped out, and the honeybee colony can continue to thrive.